Well, we all knew it was coming, but the Detroit Lions have announced their roster moves. Coming from the Detroit Lions Twitter account says, the Lions announced roster moves. They placed cornerback Carlton Davis, cornerback Khalil Dorsey, and defensive lineman Aleem McNeil on injured reserve. They signed linebacker Anthony Pittman to the active roster from the Jacksonville Jaguars practice squad. They released defensive end Isaiah Thomas from the practice squad, and they signed cornerback Stanley Thomas Oliver to the practice squad. So they created a space by releasing Isaiah Thomas, who may be back, but I'm not sure because he is getting outshined by pretty much everyone else. I'm not sure we'll see him back, but then again, we need all the help we can get. We knew Anthony Pittman. We heard that last night, just was made official just now, and it is official. What you don't see here, surprisingly, is David Montgomery. That is something to keep an eye on. He is done for the season. That's what we've been hearing, but it is not. The Lions have not officially announced that he was done for the season. And as you can see, he is not placed right now on injured reserve. Maybe that'll come in the next few days or so. But they brought in a cornerback in Stanley Thomas Oliver, and we're going to find out a little bit about him. Now, I was able to find, when we bring in a new player, I like to look at their draft prospect scouting report and see what I can find. Sometimes I can't find them, and in this case, I was able to do that. But before we look at his draft prospect, let's look at his stats thus far. He was actually a 7th-round pick in 2020, pick number 221 overall. And let me cut back to me real quick. Somebody mentioned something today that I thought was intriguing. May want to keep an eye on this, and that is the potential return of Chase Lucas being on the San Francisco 49ers practice squad. We could go get him potentially. Just throwing that out there, not necessarily a corner guy, but he could fill the role that maybe we lost with Khalil Dorsey on special teams. But then again, that could be what Stanley, his name is Stanley. I didn't even peep that it was Stanley. Just automatically, my mind just said Stanley, but it's Stanley. I wonder, does he pronounce it Stanley or Stanley, like I've been saying? But actually, he was also a 7th-round pick. He has he has not played in a regular season in at least a full season. The last time that he played was in 2022. He played, let me see, if we look at his game log, there's no information for 2023. Let's go back and look at 2022. So the last time he saw some NFL action in a regular season game was 2 years ago, September the 25th, 2022. But again, this is probably going to be along the lines of not a practice squad dude, but, well, no, he is on the practice squad, but probably a situation where it has to deal with the special teams aspect. I really don't see this guy coming in and playing coverage. But, I mean, he could, but again, I don't really see that being the case because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's quite a bit that we're going to have to see if he's capable of doing that. Not playing in a regular season game in over 2 years, I doubt you're going to come out and be a starter. So maybe Emmanuel Mosley is ready to go. He's going to be opposite Terrion. And then if we go depth, you know who you're going to see, Kendall Vildor. But let's take a look at the overview from NFL.com and see what his overview was looking like for his draft prospect. Coming from NFL.com says, the former wideout, he is actually, that's what I meant to tell you. He was a wide receiver that converted to cornerback. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe he might make an impact on the actual roster. Says the former wideout is still learning his way around. Nope, that is the wrong one. This is where you want to be. We're going to be right there. There you go. Nope. Okay. Hold on. We're going to get it together. Here we go. Nope. Still the wrong one. There you go. Okay. Now we got it. Says the former wideout is still learning his way around the cornerback spot, which explains why his technique and feel are a little bit raw at times. Now, of course, this was 4 years ago, so he might be a little bit better. He does play with an intriguing combination of early burst and pattern recognition, allowing him to use his length to swat catches away. Well, that's good news. He doesn't fully trust his eyes and is a little too clunky when he needs to flip his hips and go. He has good height, but he also has a slightly built frame that can be a problem for him in run support. Well, I don't think we're really going to need him there. Thomas Oliver is behind in his schooling, but has enough talent for traits for consideration in a variety of coverage schemes as a developmental late rounder. And they actually had him pegged as a 6th or 7th round pick, and that's exactly where he went, was in the 7th round. His strengths says long limb and uses it effectively. Ball skills remind you he was a former wide receiver. That's pretty good. Leaps and swipes to disorient catch point. Pattern recognition gives him head start at times. Early acceleration to burst on throws flat-footed. Showed improvement, understanding of technique in 2019, willing to sacrifice body to stuff blocks and set an edge. And again, keep in mind, this is 4 years ago, but he has not seen any action since 2022. So that's probably a telling sign there. His weaknesses: takes time to get his hips around when flipping from press, clunky transitions to plant and go from top of his drop. Natural feel and coverage IQ is lower due to inexperience. Ball production came against subpar quarterbacks. Needs better balance and patience as tackler. Has a tendency to lose contain at times. Must learn to unlock from blocking receivers more quickly. So it sounds like maybe, if Kendall Vildor is on a 53-man roster and Stanley Thomas Oliver is not, I guess that tells you what you need to know. Now, I haven't seen this guy play, just read that, probably try to watch some film on him from the last time that he played, see if I can catch some highlights and see what he looks like when he's actually on the field. But again, it's been over 2 years since he's seen any action, and we'll see how the Detroit Lions are going to use him. I'm guessing this is a special teams situation. He is going to, don't forget, Khalil Dorsey was actually returning kickoffs at times. Sometimes it was Craig Reynolds and him back there. And now that's probably what this guy is going to do. And being a former wide receiver, converted wide receiver, that might help him with some of the returns. So I don't think that this guy, we're going to call him STO. STO, I don't think is going to be on make an impact when it comes to that second cornerback position. I think that's going to have to be Mosley. Dan Campbell even mentioned that Brian Branch could maybe play a little bit of corner. I don't know if I like that, because then you've got the safety situation, and I'm guessing we'll put Brandon Joseph back there, but I would like Brian to stay where he is, stay in the safety, and we'll get somebody to fill that cornerback role. We already have Emmanuel Mosley. We just need to maybe add some depth or some insurance for, purposes, right? Because we need all the help we can get. So we might make a video on the guy later today. I didn't expect this to happen today, so I had a video planned for another individual that's been coming up in my comment section due to the injury to Carlton Davis. But there you have it. So the Detroit Lions have made roster moves, bring in a new face in STO, a converted wide receiver that is now playing CB, has been doing so for the last 4 years, and has not seen any action in over 2 years in a regular season game. We'll see what happens. I expect him to play. He's probably going to be doing, because I think Maurice Alexander is still around, and he's probably going to be getting some work immediately this game against the Chicago Bears. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But something to keep an eye on, David Montgomery, as of Tuesday, the 17th of December, has not been put on IR yet. I would have expected him to be on IR today. Why not put him on there today? There's no limit of people you can put on IR. We put 3. This has to be the most at one time that we've ever put on IR. And I'm kind of curious as to why, because we've heard Dan Campbell say like he's out for the season. We've heard people report it. But we've also heard that about Derek Barnes. The initial, you know what I think? I think that maybe the MRI has not confirmed, because Dan Campbell said it was a tear, but I don't know. But let me know what you think in the comments below. You think the Detroit Lions are just waiting to do it? I don't see why. I'm not saying that he's going to play, but I just find it odd that they didn't mention it today. If he was done for the season, why would you not just mention it today, right? But it could be coming tomorrow or sometime this week. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. For whatever reason, I cannot add the product of the Ridge wallet. Maybe you see it in this video, maybe you don't, I'm not sure. Currently the blue ones are sold out. The Detroit Lions ones are sold out, but they do still have a sale of 10% off using promo code YouTube10. That's YouTube10 to get you 10% off already the sale price. I believe that those sales will be going on through the Christmas holiday because of course, people probably want to get them as gifts. So consider doing that. Hopefully they come in soon, because I'm glad I ordered mine when I did, because they sold out and everything Lions is selling out. Like, I don't even know why I have half the stuff in my description, because most of the stuff is gone. It's unreal. But this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Subscribe to Syndicate Sports Detroit too. We're growing over there, and we're pushing almost 4,500 subscribers, man. We've grown almost 700 subscribers in the last 28 days, and we are really growing, man. I'm trying to take this entire brand to the next level, and you guys can help me do that. Take care of yourself and each other, and as always, go Lions. I'm going to get it one day.